In today's video, a lot of people talking about this fractal, that we might see the same situation we have seen in March right now in September as well. A huge drop in the Bitcoin price. Well guys, I am going to show you why I think that would be a very unlikely scenario. And I'm going to show you the exact level where the smart money are placing their bets right now. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. And right now, let's jump into the content. So a lot of people right now, they think we are going to see something similar as the March crash we have seen, and that is due to this fractal. It looks quite similar, right? We had March, we had a drop, we formed a kind of bear flag formation, and afterwards we had a huge drop to the downside. Right now we are seeing a similar formation, which makes it looks like a fractal, but guys, I can tell you that the chances or the probabilities that this is going to happen right now, in my opinion, are very low. Bitcoin is looking too bullish and there are way too many buyers for the price to be able to drop as low as we have seen in March. If we have a look at this graph, for example, then we can see right here all the bids that are placed at the 8800 level, and these numbers, these are representing millions. And this is as well showing us where the smart money are placing their bets. And in this case, the smart money are placing their bets on the level 8800. And the 8800 level is a level we have been talking about before, because that is the level where the fourth wave in the Elliott wave count right here bottomed, and normally a ABC correction can end at approximately the bottom of wave 4. In this chart, we can see it a little bit better. We have a fifth wave structure to the upside right here. We topped out at approximately 12,450. That was the end of the fifth wave, and afterwards we can expect a ABC correction. That is a possibility, and the C could come as low as the bottom of wave 4. Which is 8800, and is as well one of the last levels we have been watching in the important levels, right? We have the CME futures gap still below us, and if we have a look at the Bitcoin futures chart, then we can see that the CME futures gap hasn't been filled yet. So the probability of the price of Bitcoin coming down to fill the CME futures gap is actually still high. However, in the short-term time frame, we might experience a small bounce to the upside, because we are seeing a bullish divergence right here. The RSI is creating a higher low, and if we have a look at the price, then we've created a lower low, and this is showing us that that might be the end of this move to the downside in the shorter term, and that we are going to see some increased buying pressure, some increased bullish momentum before we potentially come down to fill the CME futures gap. And guys, the correction here, the sell-off does make sense, because we have been in a massive uptrend since the middle of March, right? And guys, if we have a look at the following article, then it is possible that this drop we have seen in the Bitcoin price is mainly due to the fact that miners are selling their Bitcoins. Because if we have a look at on-chain data, then unusually large amounts from miners has been moving since yesterday, and this article is from a couple of days ago, and they sent the Bitcoins out of the mining wallets to the exchange. And that also does make sense, right? Mining Bitcoin right now is still profitable due to the price of Bitcoin, and when it looks like that Bitcoin topped out, it does seem logical that miners are selling a part of their positions to cover the expenses for the mining operations. But then of course there are a lot of bullish investors and whales waiting to buy that Bitcoin, and that is as well the reason why I think the chance of this happening again, like a Black Swan event we have seen in March, it is very unlikely. Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to a bottom. And guys, in a previous video I've said that September is one of the most bearish months if we have a look at the stock markets and Bitcoin. So some increased selling pressure in September is still okay, but if we have a look at the previous Septembers, then often around that period we have seen a form of a correction. But yeah, it wasn't a huge correction, and afterwards we just continued with this uptrend. So it is always important to have the bigger picture in mind. And guys, let's have a quick look at the Fear and Greed Index, because the Fear and Greed Index is a great indicator. Last month it showed extreme greed, and that was as well one of the reasons why I said we are close or we are topping out right now. Because markets, they need to go through these emotions of extreme fear and extreme greed. And most of the time the contrarian investor, the contrarian trader is the one who is right. And that we can see here as well, the moment where we are seeing extreme greed, that is the time we've topped out at approximately 14,000 US dollar. And right here as well, the moment where we were seeing extreme greed was as well the time we are topping out. That is as well signaling us that when the opposite is happening, when we are seeing extreme levels of fear, then most likely we are close or are bottoming out. And here you can see that the Fear and Greed Index is retracing as well. We went from extreme greed now towards fear. So we actually ranging a little bit in the middle. That is as well the reason why I think there is still some space to go to the downside in the month September. But in the bigger time frames, guys, Bitcoin is still looking very bullish. Then guys, let's have a quick look at Cardano in the Bitcoin comparative, because I have mentioned Cardano in the previous videos and we've topped out right here, and right now we were seeing a retracement to approximately the 61.80%. We got a bounce off from it, slightly above it, which is actually a bullish sign. And if we bring out the RSI, then we can actually see that right now we have created a bullish divergence. In the price, we're creating a lower low, and in the RSI, we're creating a higher low, indicating that it possibly could be the end of this retracement and we might see a bounce or at least some increased bullish momentum. It is definitely possible that afterwards we still come down and test the 61.80%, also due to the fact that the Bitcoin could still see some lower levels this month, but in the longer term time frame is still on its bullish track. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. If you all enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. If you are interested in my trading course, how to become a profitable trader, then you have 9 days left to get the trading course with the special launching discount, which is over 50%. Then if you are interested in a Ledger Nano S or a Ledger Nano X to secure your crypto holdings, I have a link down below which will provide you with 20% discount on your Ledger device. So if you are interested in getting a hardware wallet, a Ledger Nano S or a Ledger Nano X, then right now is the right time, because you get 20% off from your Ledger device. The link is down below, and guys, I will see you all in the next video.